Sample God.
Oh, King Griff.
Hey, okay, go on, make that money, boy. Boy, okay, go on, move that dope, boy. Boy, okay, always stay with the pole, boy. Boy, shorty bust it up before a nigga, boy. Boy, okay, go on, make that money, yeah. Yeah, 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 I'm smooth like a criminal. Yeah, my style is so original. I be smoking on that oregano. Yeah, trap jumping like Reginald. Yeah, I have so much cash. Yeah, I don't even see the digital dash. Yeah, because my chauffeur drives. Yeah, I be behind the tinted glass. Yeah, hey, go and make that money, boy. Go ahead and sell that work, boy. Yeah, shorty wanna make this money, right? Right. Come make that booty twerk, right? Right. I be doing the money dance, yeah, yeah. Gun tucked in my pants, yeah, yeah. Shades on, I don't even glance. Nah, shades on, I don't even glance.
Welcome back. We had a commercial break, but I hope y'all enjoyed that music video we just showed y'all. Shouts out to my boy Hollywood Pap. That shit's fire. It's everywhere. You go on the streaming platforms and listen to the track. And I enjoy it. I put all these links somewhere. It's going to pop up in the link. So now, let's get back to this. Now, Reggie and niggas, after, like I said, we're growing up, we're growing apart. But it's cool. Like I said, I don't expect to rock with someone every day and still have the same relationship, but we should, at the back of our mind, it should still be, I know you, you know me, we blood, we family, you know what I mean? So, boom, 09 happens, and then, you start realizing people start acting different. It's like, it's not the normal person I know. Like, did someone give me a Gucci Mane clone or whatever? Like, But I understand people grow up and, develop, I don't know, whoever they are. And something I always knew about Reggie, and I'm like, you already know who they are, so are you surprised? No. So fast forward, Reggie was one of those people that he was like the first. He was the first one born. Like, he was like the first one to actually pay for studio time. You know what I mean? To actually rap and pay for studio time. He was like the first one to actually shoot a video. I guess he went in a group and made a video. And actually dropped a project. And then, so he was like the first of that. So while he was being the first of those, I was in school and video and music production, learning the back end of all that shit. How to record a track, how to, someone understand making the beat. I didn't get super deep in it in the sense of how to do the music thing, because I think someone stole the beat machine, and every time we would have class, a lot of times, there'll be other niggas recording, having studio sessions in the class. So really couldn't get super in deep into making beats, but, knowing the ins and outs of directing and stuff like that, telling stories, that's something I got into. So Reggie out here making the music, I'm out here directing. But he's in Georgia, I'm in Jersey. So now Reggie's like the first of all that. So then this is around 2010. Me and Van Cleef went to a studio at his people's house. And when I mean, I dropped the ball that day, and it made me realize, yo, I need to get my own studio and really take my time to really perfect my craft other than just paying studio time, this, that, and the third. So now, like I said, Reggie out there, Van Cleef, he's up here with me in Jersey. So I'm like, yo, if I'm going to take this serious, I'm going to have to really get me a studio. So I ended up getting me a studio And then I had niggas coming through, record, and I was trying to figure out how to mix and master. You know, a lot of trials and errors and shit like that. But I wasn't worried about actually being an artist. I'm really trying to figure out the game, you know what I mean? Being a sponge. So then, fast forward, I go to Georgia that summer. I think it was like 2010. Now, when I was younger, we did some jail shit. We used to get an eraser and then engrave whatever the fuck you want on your skin. Like we branded each other or whatever. So I branded a G on my arm. So that right there, you know, I did that in middle school and high school. I still had it. So I had a G on my arm, but when I branded that shit was like burned and fucking that shit could have got affected. I had to put alcohol and all this shit. I'm like, yo, this shit hurts. I'm like, I'm going through so much pain for this. I'm like, you know, so eventually started healing, but you can't really, you see it, but you can't see it unless you really look at my arm out, you know. So this one day, flew back to Georgia. So I'm in Georgia. Now Reggie has a car. Niggas don't gotta walk no more. So other than spending an hour walking, we spending like 2 minutes from here to there. So we end up going to the park. It was Reggie and I, and niggas is already up there. So Reggie and I think it's that was just Reggie and I. So we all get up there. We balling. There's a whole bunch of niggas. We got my nigga Dope Vibe. We got my nigga Richie. I think that's Chris Tucker's son. Chris Tucker, you have another son out there, okay? Let me make this clear. You have DC Young Fly and my nigga Reggie. These niggas are carbon copies of you. I don't know about DC Moore. He sound like you, but this nigga looks like you and sounds like you. So DNA test. And they from Georgia, so I'm joking. Reggie knows his mom and dad. I'm just joking, Chris. But, back to the story. So that day we balling. Like we had a nice gym, like, you know, Lou Williams is ball up there, Scottie Pippen's son, a whole bunch of other niggas, you know, came to that gym, used to ball there a lot. I think that day we seen Lou Williams leaving as we was coming in. So now that day, you know, we running games and shit like that. Playing, I'm on the team, I'm doing my thug this. I'm a hustler, I'm not the person that scores. Reggie's the jock. You know what I mean? Reggie out here, he'll score like, let's say we need that 2 points to win. I'll make sure he gets us that 2 points because he's the ball player, he's the scorer. So, you know, I think that day that we put eggs in Reggie's basket and we just lost. So, I'm sitting on the bench, didn't get picked up. So Reggie got picked up, so they run another game. So it's a huge gym. I'm just like, fuck it, let me go over here, shoot around, keep warm. So as I'm over there shooting around, I have like a tank top on so you can see the G on my arm. So a nigga comes up to me like, yo, what that G on your arm represent? The tone and the way he spoke to me was so nice. It's like Southern hospitality at its best. Now, up north, West Coast, Cali or whatever, when it comes to gangs, I'm putting you up on little gangs. And I don't want to offend nobody. This is not to offend anybody. I'm cool with everybody. Like, whatever. I'm not here to offend, but I'm about to just break it down. How niggas G-check niggas or check niggas or press niggas. Whatever you want to use it. Now, you watch California. Hey, cuz, what that red be about? Huh? You know what I mean? Then you could go deeper how they might, you know what I mean? Up north, like, yo, what's good, blood? Like, what like, you know where you at, nigga? Like, what's poppin', nigga? Yo, take that blue off of wherever you got it. Niggas press you different in different places. And certain shit, I know. Like, nigga, if I wear blue in the blood territory, you better be ready to run. Or you be ready to take your shit off. You feel me? Or if you're not ready to do those two, you better do the third thing and be known, nigga. If you wearing blue and you known, Not to be a gangbanger, but niggas know who you are. Like, oh, that's Whoop-de-Whoop. That's Demos. He ain't on that blood shit, no Crip shit. He ain't on nothing. He good peoples. I got respect for him. He good. Like, nobody press him or touch. Like, nigga, big homie done said the word. Like, nigga, if anybody touch him, nigga, it's a wrap for y'all. That's me. I got the pass. I'm not gonna be out here like, yeah, nigga, I got blue on, but I'm new. Nah, I won't disrespect niggas. I got respect for niggas. So, there's different ways to press niggas. Me, I'm neutral. I go where I can please. You feel me? I'm just here to party, get some weed, and I'm be out. Whatever y'all got going on, that's what y'all got going on. I'm just, hi, bye. So, I'm over there shooting around, and some dude comes up to me, very, like, the nigga, you could have sworn he was a Jehovah's Witness or selling something. How nice the nigga came up to me. Skinny dude, probably weighed 150 wet, with a 20-pound weight on him. He came up to me. Mind you, at that time, I'm probably like 200. At this time, I was younger, fitter, and chubby. You know what I mean? Wild nigga, too. So I'm over there shooting around. They come up to me like, yo, what's good? I'm like, he's like, yo, man, like, what's that? G? I'm like, oh, nigga, that's just my name. You know what I mean? I just symbol that as, you know. And then and after that, he was like, oh, okay. And it was like, I was like, why? And then right when I asked why, mind you, I'm like, we're looking at each other and our backs is towards, like behind us is Reggie and all these niggas playing basketball. And I'm looking at him not knowing what's behind me. So I'm like, but yeah, why? Why are you asking what that represented in my arm? And right when I like said why, I just turned around. I see the whole basketball team. I mean, all the niggas I was playing ball with all surrounded him. I said, what the fuck just happened? I get scared for myself and him. I'm like, yo, what's good? What's good with y'all niggas? Like, what's happening? Why y'all just stop? He was like, nah, bruh. They was like, nah, we trying to see if you good. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm just talking to homeboy right here. You know what I mean? He asked me a question. He was like, nah, dog. That nigga's trying to press you. I said, what? Now I'm getting a little buck wild. Like, this nigga try to press me? That nigga right there. That nigga didn't say anything that's press related in my eyes. Nigga. They was like, nah, you cool. He was like, so the homeboy's like, nah, we cool, nah. I was just asking because, you know, it's like, yo, dog. All right, so we good? He's like, nah, we good. So I'm looking like, oh, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not from here, so I don't know their gang terminologies. I don't know. Because like I said, when, nigga, we press niggas up here, nigga, it's an aggressive tone. Like, yo, what's popping, bruh? Like, yo, oh, what's cracking? Like, you got to strike fear off your voice. There was no fear. And like, he wasn't striking no fear. This is like a regular conversation. Like, you could have sworn he was going to sing, making my way downtown, walking fast. Like, he could have sung that shit. That's how soft tone he was. So then homeboy just leaves. I'm looking like, yo, what the fuck just happened? So he leaves. He go about his business. And niggas just start pulling me to the side like, yo, bruh, like, that nigga just pressed you. I'm still like, what? Nah, dog, like, I'm confused. Like, that's how y'all press niggas? Like, it's like, yeah. It's like, there's a gang out here called ABG. Anybody could get it. I'm like, oh, I have a G in my arm. So he tried to see if I'm affiliated. Or he's probably see if I'm a op. Or I don't know what he was. Because he could have been an op. Like, oh, yo, you ABG? Or you ABG, what's up, brother? Or, you know, handshaking and shit. I don't know. So once they clarified that for me, I'm like, oh, I get it. Oh. So it was like, yo, brother, you good, bro. You didn't know, but just be aware, like, You know what I mean? There's a gang out here called ABG. And that's when they started telling me about all the gangs that's out there.